Yo guys, Nadex here again with another video. Today I'll be trying to help show you how to play the comp of Sub Rogue and Holy Priest. Now Sub Rogue isn't amazing in the pre-patch compared to DHs and Affleylocks, but that doesn't mean you can't make the comp work. Disclaimer, I am playing with a rank 1 priest and that does help make things a little bit easier, and I do make a few mistakes which I'll go over in this video to help show you what you should avoid doing that'll hopefully help you climb. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe, and even a comment if you'd like more of these types of videos. It just really helps me know what you guys want to see. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So the first game is up against Shadow Priest Fire Mage. We want to kill the priest as the mage just has too many defensives to go through. I sap the priest here for my priest to clean him up and break the necro shield as well. I get knocked out by the mage, who then DBs me and sheeps me. They start pumping my priest. I blind the mage, he trinkets, stun the priest, he also trinkets, and I duel the mage on his combust. I should have probably blinded the priest and then duel the mage, just so if the priest trinkets, I can then stun him full, and he probably has to disperse right there. But I do end up just half kidneying him here and then doing a bit of damage. I kick the mage's polycast, just trying to pump him as much as possible. I gouge him on his heal, letting my priest get a mind games off. He does disperse, but he's not getting any healing due to the mind games. Now he runs away. I'm asking my priest to grip me. I don't think he does here, unfortunately, so I'm just waddling over to this priest, trying to get back to him to do another go. I gouge the mage here to try and buy some time. I'm just trying to get to this priest, but unfortunately he's making it a bit difficult. He walks into me, I kidney him here. We get a fear, I get DB'd, I kick the poly. Actually, I stun the poly, he blinks it. I can't do anything about this one. I'm just pumping this priest as much as I can, sending as much damage into him. He does stun me and meteor me. He does get a ring on my priest, so I have to vanish here. I should have stopped this flesh, but I was a little bit scared to come out, even though I was full health, so that was a bit of a bad move by me. I'm getting mind games here. My priest does dispel it. I couldn't kill the Siphene, unfortunately. He does get feared. I gouge the mage, and I'm just building on the priest to kidney resi him. I'm just trying to pump him. I thought the poly was on me, so I do bomb, but it was on my priest. I'm just sending as much damage as I can into this. I kick him on his poly. My priest does get a fear off that kick, and we just send a lot of damage into the priest, and he does end up going down here. Yeah, not too much to be said, other than the way that I peeled my priest in the opener. Could have been better. I could have, like I said, just blinded the priest and dueled the mage. That way the priest is forced to either sit the full blind and waste his cooldowns, or trinket to try and go offensive, but then he gets stunned on his stuff after the duel on the mage. So yeah, besides that, not the worst game ever. But I do want to say that these games I do make a few mistakes, and it's something where no matter how good you get, you will always make mistakes, and that's okay as long as you try to learn and minimize those mistakes. So yeah, not a bad game. Go next. So the next game we have up again here is DH and Holy Priest. We want to try and kill the DH. Normally they don't let you get saps like this, but this DH is trolling a little bit. I sap off his ward and actually sap him too. I build on the priest for a kidney on the DH, which my priest then fears off my cheap shot. The priest does trinket and fear my priest, and I did resi, and unfortunately I didn't see it fast enough, so that was bad by me. They're booting me, so I do trinket and cloak. I mispress my evasion here, which is a bit of a bad move by me, as I won't have that now for later on when the DH does do his big pop. As you can see, it's just his mini meta. So I do kidney blind here for another go. We do get his trinket and dark, so we're doing really well. I unfortunately do not sap off this blind, which is really bad by me, because in my head I'm just like, yo, okay, the go is done. He used darkness, he used trinket. Let's go next. But we could have probably sorry extended that go and maybe got even more or even killed the DH. So I end up having to vanish here and just sit in stealth for a bit. I do stun the priest for my priest and then kidney the DH, and I'm just trying to pump as much damage as I can, and he does go down. This isn't too much of a hard matchup if you play it right. It's not always going to be that easy where you're getting a sap on the DH in the opener, so you may just have to send the cheap shot on the DH and let your priest cover the priest. The next game up again is quite of a kind of a long game up against Frost Mage Holy Priest. We want to kill the priest as the mage just has too many cooldowns. He has blocks, 2 blocks actually. I think 3 blinks with blink, displacement, and then the alter time blink thing. So I do push out the priest. My priest fears the mage, and we do get a nice opener on this priest here. The mage comes in and peels me a little bit here. My priest holds his dispel for the poly, which I then kick the follow-up poly to that. I half kidney the priest trying to get maybe something from there. I unfortunately don't get anything else except what is this called again? Oh my goodness, Ray of Hope. And so I just end up running back to my priest and lining for a bit now. I think I do get a re here. I do get a re, and I'm just trying to set up for this next go. I step kick the mind game, sorry, and I do blind really DR as I forgot my priest was emceeing the mage, which is really bad by me. Now it wouldn't really matter like last patch, but now every mage has Dragon's Breath. It does kind of make it a big deal. And anyway, you should be trying to make sure your eyes are on the DRs. I just wasn't very focused, unfortunately. My priest does end up dying here, and I don't think I peel him very well here. Let's see. So he's coming back in 3 seconds, and I go ahead. I do nothing actually. I don't do anything. He could have died here. I kidney the mage. I bomb my priest, and he does apotheosis and actually recover from that. Even though my peeling was really bad in this particular scenario, I should have probably gouged the mage, and he should have been fine. But we do end up doing a go on this priest here. Not getting too much. We did get a double fear out of that too, but unfortunately we didn't get his trinket still. So we're just trying to run around and just wait for DRs to fall off really, and send another go. I'm just building here, trying to see what we can do. I do go ahead and kidney him here, I believe, just to send another go. The mage does blink, nothing. We get double feared, unfortunately. My priest is almost got mind games. I'm not sure why he didn't do it. But I do gouge and kidney this priest and resi him as well. I flag with my vanish crit Lego and do some really good damage to him, but he is playing res. So my priest is just telling me just go for a re, and just try and shadow strike this guy when he comes out of res, as they don't have any fade. Fade is not a button anymore. They've removed greater fade from the game, so they don't have the 3-second immunity when they press it. It's now just a snare removal. So I spam Shadow Strike. He does meld the Shadow Strike, which is really good by him. So props to that guy. He played really well there to make sure he wasn't dying. I blind the mage and I kidney the priest here, just trying to send him home. But he doesn't end up trinketing here. I think he does a really good job of holding his trinket this whole game. I think I do gap a few stuns here too, and which is never really good when you're playing Sub Rog Holy Priest. You really want to make sure that you're not gapping any stuns, as it really does give the enemies time to react, and that's what you don't want. So I do kidney him here off the double fear. My priest does, and we finally do get his trinket. He does Ray of Hope again. I'm just trying to make sure the mage can't peel us. I'm just gouging him, kicking him, making sure he can't do much for his priest. He does knock us away here, and I'm trying to get back to the priest, but I have no steps. I think I do get Novad here. He tries to ring. I was slow, so I vanish, and I just come out. I'm not sure why I tried to gouge this. I wanted to gouge it off, but I could have just cheap shot and kidneyed. So that could have maybe bought us like a second to kill him. But he does end up going down here, and yeah, GG. So the last game that we've got here is against Affliction Lock Disc Priest. Now, affliction locks do so much damage, it's unreal. And with the help of Soul Swap, where they get to instantly apply all their dots, including UA, Corruption, and Agony, it just makes it so much harder to avoid the damage. So I pre-tap the Priest, build on the lock, I restun for my Priest, and I then step Kidney this Priest here with the Resi. I believe he does trinket this, I think he has to. Actually, he doesn't trinket, he actually greeds it with PS. We try to push through, but unfortunately we don't get much else. So we just decide to run and not let the lock get too much uptime. As you can see, he already has a UA on me and on my Priest as well. My Priest dispels it off myself, and I do manage to get a re, which is a really good dispel by him. The lock just lets me sap him, so I just sap him and kidney the Priest, sending more damage into him. I pop my flag, vanish, and just crit this guy for so much. He doesn't unfortunately trinket because he's running steel clamps, and steel clamps really fucks with kidney now, as it's only capped at a 5-point kidney, which is 6 seconds. So we don't get much from that go. We just run away and wait for DRs again. I get another re in a second, I believe. Yep, I get another re. I believe I blind the lock, or I kick him on this UA. That's it. I kick him on the UA to make sure he can't get too many dots up, and then I think my priest just fears him, and then we do another go. He does wall for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but he walls, gets feared on it, and then we're just pumping this priest. I'm just randomly dying in the go from 2 dots, so I don't think I had to cloak here. I think it was a bad cloak by me. My priest ends up dying here to God knows what. I blind the priest low so that he can't obviously get to full HP, and I make sure that I vanish to sap him. He does trinket, and I sap his trinket. My priest comes back from res, chast fear the lock. I kidney the priest, and that's basically the game. He does end up going down here, even though I have no dance, it was really close this kill. If he didn't die here, he would have lived one more go, and I think we would have been fine. But you never know with UA locks, man. Things would have got really messy really quick. But yeah, that was the game pretty much. I hope you guys kind of learn a little bit from this, from my mistakes. While they seem small, they can quickly add up and make the game make a really good game a terrible game. So I would advise trying to maybe go back and look through these games and seeing what I was talking about doing wrong, and make sure that you can apply that to your own gameplay, and hopefully that should help you, smoothing out your own gameplay against some of these comps while playing Rogue Priest. It is still a really fun comp, really powerful. The priests do really good damage right now, and even though Sub is not doing as much damage as Demon Hunters and Afrilocks, they still provide so much control, so much utility from stuff like Gouge, cheap shots, kidneys. Just you can be very creative with how you're playing the comp. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please do leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate you getting this far in the video. It means so much to me, honestly. And yeah, Nadex out. Peace.